Okay, welcome back from your 2-week Easter break. I hope you're ready to go this morning. We're going to start standing with your feet together, opening your toes and your heels, having your feet just hip width apart, and feel your big toe, your little toe, and your heel all connected to the floor, so you have those 3 points of contact. We're going to keep the knees a bit soft. And then grow tall. So really try to lengthen up through the spine, lift from the top of the head, and let those shoulders relax right down. And then feel wide across the collarbones at the front of the shoulders. We're going to keep the rib cage down and relaxed, and our pelvis in neutral. So just breathing in and out, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathing in and breathing out. And on this next one, we'll engage your core. Take a breath in. Exhale. Feel the tummy just gently coming in, pelvic floor lifting up. And then we'll start with a chest stretch. So we'll float those arms up and bringing them all the way down. Breathing in, exhale up, keeping the shoulders relaxed, and all the way down. Couple more. And then this time only to shoulder height. So just to here for bow and arrow. So we're going to keep those hip bones facing forward. Take one arm, bend the elbow, turn your upper body to that side. You can lengthen the arm out and then bend it and lengthen it back to the front. Other side, bending the elbow, turning your body and opening that arm out. And then bend it back and lengthen to the front. And again, so make sure the hips aren't moving, only your upper body. Bring back and lengthen. Bend, open, bend, and lengthen. One more each side. Just trying to get a gentle rotation through your spine and keeping those shoulders down from the ears. Your arm is at shoulder height. And then let your arms come all the way down. Roll your shoulders up and back. Let go of any tension around the shoulders. One more time, and then into upper body rolls, rolling one shoulder, side bend, bring the other arm across, drop your head into the center, and stacking all the way up. Other side, shoulder roll, side bend, bring the arm over, nice stretch into the center, stacking the spine, coming all the way up, and the other side again. And again, shoulder roll, side bend. Keeping the legs still, keeping the pelvis still. Last one each side. All nice and tall into a mermaid stretch. Keep the knees soft, lift one arm up, lengthening up, and let that arm float down. And then the other side is coming up, lengthen up, and let that side float down. Lift, and lengthen, and down, coming up. One more each side. And lengthening through that rib cage to the other side. And all the way down. Okay, keeping your pelvis in neutral, we're going to come into squat. So bending the knees and up. Bending the knees and up. And then you can let your arms float forward. And up. And up. Good. So the back is straight, your pelvis is neutral, and the knees are opening so they're in line with your toes. There's space between them. 2 more, and then we're going to do 3 heel lifts. So down and hold. Hold it here, shoulders relaxed, lifting the heels up and down, up and down, up and down, standing all the way up, breathing in. And again, down and hold, and lift the heels, lower, lift, lower, and all the way up. One more time, breathing in. Breathing out, coming down and hold. Shoulders relaxed. Lift, lower. And all the way up into your foot series. Down and hold. Let those shoulders relax. Onto the toes, coming up and then down. Bend. Onto the toes, balance. Up and down. Bend. Onto the toes, straighten and lower. Onto the toes, straighten the knees and lower. A few more. Shoulders relaxed. And up, pelvis neutral. Onto the toes, coming up and down. Last two. And down, last one. Coming up and down. Good, take your feet apart. Have them slightly turned out. Pelvis in neutral. We're going to start on GI. Nice and tall. We're going to bend those knees. Make sure they open over the toes. Arms come out to the side. And then up. Breathing in, breathing out, coming down. And up. So nice plie, nice and controlled. Back straight. Knees opening out. Feeling your 3 points of contact of your feet on the floor. So big toe and little toe. We're going to do two more. And we're going to hold this one down. Shoulders relaxed, lifting the heel up and lower, up and lower, and again. If you want to lift both heels at the same time, you can do. We're going to do a couple more each side here. Lifting up and down, up and down. Now hold it here, circle your arms. So keep those knees opening out nice and wide, nice and straight through the spine, and then circle the other way. And then all the way up. And then for your mermaid stretch, breathing in, breathing out, coming down, arm up, let it rest, reach across, and circle through to the other side, coming up, reach across, hold, breathe in, and circle through, and coming up, hands on your hips, and you can bring your heels a little bit closer for side leg lift. Okay, so we bend, we glide across, keep your body vertical, tummy in, lift and lower with the leg. Glide right across, lift and lower with the leg, center and up. Other side, coming down, across. Keep your weight on this leg. That's it, spine nice and vertical. Try not to push yourself off balance. And then this side again, coming down, and across, tummy in, lift and lower, nice and controlled, all the way to the other side. Tummy in, lift and lower, center and up, other side, down, across, tummy in, lift, lower, across, center and up, other side, tummy in, lift, lower, and across, lift, lower, center, and up. Coming back to feet underneath your hips, relax your arms and into walking. Opposite arm to leg. Tummy in, pelvic floor lifted, nice and tall. That's it. Keep going there. Try and come right up onto the ball of your foot when you're lifting your heel, so you can feel a stretch at the bottom of the foot. Good, okay. And you can relax there. We're going to turn to the side and roll down. We'll do a few roll downs and then we'll do a roll down with a press up. Straighten this. So standing tall. Breath in, chin to chest. Rolling down. Just go as far as you feel comfortable. When you're going as far as you go, just hold it there. Let your neck relax. Take a breath in. And then come up, lift through the tummy and keep rounded in your spine as you try to stack it straight from the bottom all the way up. Lengthen your neck, take a breath in. And again, Stretching the neck here. Let the crown of the head lead the way. Keep your weight a little forward over the ball of your feet and your knees a bit soft. Feel a stretch in your legs. Have a breath in. Coming up. Open the shoulders, lengthen your neck. Take a breath in. And again. Hold, breathing in. Coming up. And we're going to roll down again into a press up. Take a breath in. Nod your head. Rolling down. And then you're going to bend your knees, take your hands onto the floor and walk them out. So you're either in all fours, and you can do 5 press-ups here, or you're going to go a little bit further, bring your bottom down and do 5 press-ups here. So 1, keep the back straight. 2, keep going there, keeping that back nice and straight. 4, 1 more. Walk your hands back in line with your knees, have your toes tucked under so you can roll onto the feet. And then relax your head and stack all the way up into standing. And then we'll go down and stay on the floor. So breathing in, chin to chest, rolling down again, feeling nice and loosened up in the spine, bending the knees, hands onto the floor, knees onto the floor, and this time you can turn over. So you can lie in your rest position. There we go. Have your head supported. Arms can be just by your side. Your feet are open, hip width apart, and connected to the floor. Let your shoulders open nice and wide and just rest those shoulders, melt them into the floor. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Let your body relax. Let go of any tension around the neck and your face, any tension around the jaw. Keeping the rib cage down and the pelvis in neutral, making sure we've got just the natural gap. Allow it to be there. Breathing in, breathing out. We're going to start with abdominal preparation. And I want you to feel that you're engaging your core. So as you lie here, you can feel your lower tummy muscles. You can take a breath in and exhale. Feel your tummy drawing in. You want to be able to engage your tummy just before we start to lift up into our abdo prep. The pelvis is going to stay still. We're moving from the upper body. So you can have your hands here, or if you need to support your head, then pop them here. Have your elbows nice and wide. It's the same thing. You're going to engage your tummy. We're going to curl up. You're going to hold for a breath in, and we're going to come back down. Breathing in. See if you can get your tummy engaged. Then think of the rib cage gliding towards your hip bones. And then release back down. So ribs, think of the springs. The springs are shortening from the rib cage to the hips. As you come up, they shorten, we hold, and then they lengthen as you go back down. Tummy in, curling up, shoulders nice and wide. And exhale down. Breathing in, exhale up. Hold, exhale down. Your hands are here. Tummy in, shorten the springs, hold, and lower. Just a few more. Last 2. See if the tummy muscles then just help stabilize that pelvis. And then it's your other abdominals that is working to lift you up. And after your last one, you can stretch your body right out. So you can have arms overhead, legs lengthened, just give your tummy muscles a bit of a stretch. And then we're going to stretch your hamstrings, so just one leg at a time. Bringing one knee in, bring it in towards your chest. And then you're going to hold behind your thigh, give it a stretch up. And you can move your foot. So feeling that gentle stretch down the back of the leg. Head and neck relaxed. And then we'll bend that leg and take it all the way down. So bringing your knee towards your chest, give it a squeeze in. And then you can hold behind your thigh and give it a stretch up. Moving your foot forward and back or around in circles. Stretching behind the knee and in your lower leg. And then we'll bend that one and take it down. So now both legs are bent and the heels are a bit closer towards your bottom. Arms are on the floor with the palms up, and we're ready now for shoulder bridge. Breath in, coming up into your bridge. Try and keep that pelvis tilted, stretch on your thighs, and keep the rib cage relaxed. And then lowering from the top end of the spine all the way down. Breath in, coming up and hold. Exhale down. Inhale, hold. Exhale down. Couple more. Okay, we're going to come back into your bridge and add heel lifts. So you can just lift your heel up and then down like that, a couple times each side. If you want to work harder, you can bring your foot just off the floor, and you can do that a couple of times each side while we're keeping the pelvis tilted in that bridge position. Breath in, up into the bridge. And then it's heel lifts, or just lifting your foot a couple times each side. And then we're going to scoop up and lower all the way down. Try and really roll through your spine. Pelvic tilt, rolling up. Oh, and you can take your cushion out if you want. Keep the neck nice and long. Stretching on those thighs. Rolling all the way down. Or lifting if you want to work a little bit harder. Bringing your foot just off the floor. And all the way down. Let's do a couple more. Take a breath in. It's on your last one. Then you can bring both knees into your chest and just give them a little hug in for a stretch. Okay, we're going to come back into that shoulder bridge position. And this time we're going to add your arms. So when we come up into the bridge, our arms are going to float above the shoulders like that. Shoulders are staying down into the floor. We're going to scissor and then scissor, and then we're going to do a heel lift. Oh no, we won't. We'll do a hip dip. So we'll come up into the bridge. We're going to scissor, scissor. We're going to hold, do a hip drop and a hip drop, and then we're going to lower all the way down. Okay, so you can start with your arms in the air. So we'll bring them up, shoulders are down, wide on the collarbones. Breath in, into the bridge. Hold your bridge position. Scissor the arms, back to shoulders, scissor the arms, back to shoulders. We'll hold here, drop one hip down and lift, drop the other hip down and lift, scoop up, lower your bridge, and keep the arms just here. Have a breath in, coming up, and exhale. And all the way down. Keeping the arms just here. Take a breath in. Exhale. Into the bridge. Scissor the arms. Keeping that rib cage down and in place. Shoulders relaxed. Drop the hip. And drop the hip. Scoop up. Lower all the way down. And keep the arms here. Let's do one more. All the way down. Good. Arms come down, stretch your legs out, and just bring your toes towards you and away from you. Just give those legs a stretch. If you're taking your cushion out, you can place it back in, and then bringing yourself back into a neutral position. So pelvis neutral, keep the little gap here, arms rest by your side. One leg stretch level 2. Bring your left leg into tabletop. Hold for a breath in. Exhale, stretch the leg forward, using your tummy to control your pelvis, and coming back down. Breathing in. Exhale. Breathe in, hold. Exhale, stretch. Inhale back. Exhale down. Inhale, hold. So thighs parallel when you stretch your legs out. Try to feel your core muscles, those muscles coming in again to make sure the pelvis stays still. Exhale. Inhale, hold. Exhale, stretch. Back in and down. Another one each side. Making sure that pelvis is still. If we had a little blueberry in this gap, we haven't squashed it and we haven't lost it either. It's still in there. We've got the perfect amount of pressure on it. And then we're going to come into double tabletop, make sure we imprint the rib cage down. So in single, imprint the rib cage down into double. Shoulders wide, one leg stretch level 3. So we're going to stretch out and bend in. Stretch out, bend in. Think of these tummy muscles coming in, rib cage down. If you need to bring your legs down one at a time and have a rest, do it at any time you need to. Try to think of the rib cage down, tummy in. We're nearly there, so you can keep going. Ribcage down. And another one each side. Coming down one leg and then the other. And just let your knees go side to side. Just release your back. And then back into your rest position. Hands can be either on your hip bones or keep them here by your side for hip twist level 3. We're going to bring that left leg into tabletop. Keeping the right side still, have a breath in, open that left leg out to the side and back in over the hip. Taking it out to the side and back in over the hip. Make sure the left or right hip stays down. So every time you breathe out, you're opening your leg. Those tummy muscles, you can feel them engage. Just stabilizing the pelvis, keeping the right side still. 2 more, shoulders relaxed. And taking that leg down. Breathing in. Exhale, right leg up. Breathing in. Exhale, open. Inhale back. Keep the left side down. Exhale, open, just a few more. Only go as far as you can control. Last one. And that leg down into scissors level 1. Breathing in, exhale, tabletop without squashing that blueberry. Exhale down without losing contact with it. Inhale, hold, exhale up. Those shoulders lovely and relaxed. Just let any tension go from the shoulders. One more this side, and then we'll come into double tabletop. So into single, imprint the rib cage down, into double and flex your feet. We're going to do heel taps. Shoulders relaxed. Exhale down and lightly tap your heel and then coming up. Going down, lightly tap your heel and coming up. Good work. Keep the rib cage down. Pelvis neutral. Tummy in. See if you can feel these glutes working. So think of the sitting bones coming down to the floor with a bit of resistance in the way. So we're getting those glutes to really kick in as we're taking that leg down. Couple more each side. And then coming down one leg and then the other. We're going to come into a hip roll stretch. So keep the space between your feet, but take both knees to the right. So the feet stay still. Take your left arm up towards the floor. Now your left thigh, keep the feet still, but push your knee away from you. So just pushing that leg out from your hip to increase the stretch. So the feet are still, you're just pushing that knee away from you. That's it, good. And then bringing the legs back and the arm down. Keep the space between your feet. Both knees are going to go to the left. And the right arm comes up towards the floor. Your right thigh this time is going to stretch out from the hip joint in the direction of the knee, but keeping the foot still. Good. So somewhere along this nice diagonal line, you hopefully feel a stretch. And then bringing the legs back and the arm down. Okay, keeping your feet hip width apart, keeping the pelvis in neutral, bring your arms back up here where they're in line with the shoulders are resting on the floor. And we're going to scissor the arms and stretch the opposite heel along the floor. And then we're going to come back. We're keeping both the rib cage down and the pelvis still. Think of the springs again, connecting the two. So exhale, inhale back. Exhale, inhale back. Take your arms as far as they go, but without letting the rib cage lift. And a couple more each side. Try and coordinate your breathing. So it's exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Another one each side. And then holding here. Arms lengthen, nice energy in your arms, shoulders are relaxed, collarbones are wide. We're going to breathe in, reach the arms up. Exhale, let them drop. Breathe in, reach up. Exhale, let them drop. Breathing in, reach. Exhale. Feel that your shoulder blades are gliding down your back. So there's space between your ear and your shoulder. Breathe in, reach. Exhale, drop. A couple more. Let your arms come down. We're going to come back into double tabletop, and we're going to use our arms for one leg stretch level 4. So when your legs are in double tabletop, I'm just going to do single for now, your arm placement is inside of the knee and outside of the lower leg. And then we're going to change, and it will be inside of the knee and outside of the lower leg. So we're going to keep moving the arms and stretch the free leg, okay? So let's get ourselves into double tabletop. Single, imprint down, double, place your hands on one leg. Breathe in, exhale, the straight leg, the free leg. Inhale back, change your arms over, exhale, the free leg, bring it back, change your arms over. So we're not gripping on the leg, we're just placing the hands either side of the knee. And in, exhale, lengthen, inhale back, switch the arms. Another one each side. And then coming down one leg and then the other. Super. And then just to finish off here, we're going to do a few more abdominal preparations. So use your arms by your side or your arms behind your head. We're going to think about your core. Have a breath in, tummy in, coming up, hold, exhale down, breathing in, hold, exhale down, tummy in, shorten the springs, collarbones wide. Last two. And all the way down. Good job. You can stretch yourself out. We're going to turn onto your side. You'll need a big cushion. And you can grab a drink. We'll start again in a second. We're going to start on our side with cleanse level 3. So you need your block or whatever you're going to use. It's not necessary, but if you're going to use one, you need it first. So make sure you're lying in a straight line. You've got shoulder over shoulder, hip over hip, and then you've got your block just in front of your bottom thigh. Okay, so to start cleanse level 3, we're going to bend the top leg, place those toes in behind the knee, and then let the knee come down and rest on your block. So keep your pelvis supported. So we want to keep that top hip over the bottom hip. And then we're ready to go. So shoulders are relaxed, have a breath in, and we're coming up without rolling backwards and down without rolling forwards. It's nice and controlled, and when you need to rest at any time, just rest. Controlling your leg down. Try 2 more. Super. And then you can unhook your foot and let your leg rest just on your block there. Trying to still keep hip over hip. Stretch your bottom leg straight, flex the foot and push your heel away from you. And then that bottom leg is going to lift up and down for inner leg lifts. Just keep your breathing going. And then we're going to hold at the top. Keep stretching that leg and pulse it at the top and keep breathing. And then the leg can come down and rest. So taking now your top leg on top of the bottom leg. I'm going to do leg lifts. So if you can't do full leg lifts, just take your top leg a little bit up and down like this. That's the easier version. And the full leg lifts is coming up and hold it there, up with the bottom leg, down with both. So going up, and lower together. Just to hip height, no higher. Trying to keep the rest of your body still. So lift, lift, and lower. But what helps is pushing your heel away from you. So push the heel away, and lower. Last two. Good, and all the way down there. You can bend your knees. And we'll do clams level 1. So making sure you've got length in your side, we've got hip over hip, rib cage in line with the pelvis. Breath in, breathing out, coming up and down. Up and down. And last two. Good, stretch your leg out, that top leg. Bring it up to hip height, flex your foot, press it away. Make sure the rib cage is still in line with your hips. And we're going to keep the rest of the body super still and come into side kick. So forward and back. Doesn't go back that far. We want to try and keep that pelvis still. So forward, flex the foot, lead with the heel going back. Breathing out. Breathing in. Now I have kept my bottom legs bent. If you want to straighten it and work a bit harder, that's fine. Do your tummy working. So we're controlling this leg, we're not swinging it. So trying to keep the length in your side, hip over hip. Last two. And then down, and you can give that hip a rub there. Okay, we're coming up into sitting, and you can use your bigger block to sit on. Keep the legs open. Pelvis in neutral, so make sure you're right up onto those sitting bones. The knees are as flat as they can be. The toes are pointing to the ceiling. You can feel the stretch there. We're going to keep body upright, arms out to the side with the shoulders down. And we're going to turn and breathe out. Reach towards those toes. And then coming up and back to center. Turn, exhale. Inhale and center. Turn, exhale. Inhale, exhale, center. Breathe in. Reach. Up, shoulders down. And do one more to each side. Nice and tall, shoulders relaxed. And then arms all the way down. Take the legs off the stretch. And then you're gonna need that bigger cushion for your cleanse level 3. So right on your side. That block just in front of your bottom thigh. So shoulder over shoulder, hip over hip. Right on our side, we're gonna bend that top leg, place the toes in behind the knee, and let the knee come down towards your block so that you've kept a nice square, straight pelvis here. Shoulders relaxed, breathing in, exhale, take the leg up without rolling back, and down without rolling forward. One more. And then unhook and let your leg rest here. Bottom leg goes straight with the foot flexed. Keep the pelvis square, and we're lifting up and down. Up and down. Last 2. Hold at the top and pulse. Push the legs straight, heel away from you. And then down. Top leg goes on top of the bottom leg. Easier version is just lifting to hip height and down, or we can do the full leg lift. Hip height, bottom leg up, both legs down. Push your heels away, push your heel away, push your heel away, then lower. You can exhale, exhale, and down. Last 2. Good. And down, bend your knees forward. Cleanse level 1. Make sure your rib cage feels in line with your hips and you're not rolling forward here like I am, so you're right on your side, ribs in line, coming up and down. Shoulder and neck relaxed. Last one. And stretch your top leg straight. So still staying in a nice alignment here. We're going to bring that top leg to hip height, flex your foot, push your heel away. Keeping the tummy in, pelvis still. We're going to bring that leg forward and then flex and bring it back. Using your tummy, try and keep the pelvis controlled so the tailbone doesn't go under or out. Breathing out forward, breathing in back. That's it. Try and keep body still. Just a few more. Last one. And then you can bend down and give that hip a rub. Fantastic, good. So we're onto your tummy now. And you can have your hands underneath your forehead. We're going to start with one leg kick, and we're going to finish with swimming level 3. So we've got shoulders down, pelvis tilted, and then 3 kicks on each leg. First one has a pointed foot, second one has a flexed foot, third one has a pointed foot, and take the leg down. So it's bend, 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 and lower. Trying to keep the hip bones still. And we're working your hamstrings. Shoulders relaxed, bend, flex, point, and down. Point, flex, point. Now you can go to the speed that you are happy going at. Not too slow, but not too fast either, so that you can keep it controlled. That's it. Your head is relaxed, your shoulders are relaxed. One more each side. And then you can keep your hands here for swimming level 1, or if you're going to do level 3, bring your cushion just under your forehead and stretch your arms out. Shoulders are down, pelvis is tilted. And it's exhale, opposite arm to leg. Inhale down, exhale, opposite arm to leg. Inhale down. Try and pelvic tilt and keep those core muscles working. Couple more each side. And then we'll do a couple of cobra stretches to stretch out those abdominals. So swinging your hands to about under your shoulders. Coming up, let the shoulders drop. So a stretch in the tummy, and then all the way down. And let's do a couple more. The shoulders drop. And then up into all fours. Knees under your hips. Hands underneath your shoulders or just forward of the shoulders and into your cat-cow stretch. So we tuck under. Push that spine up towards the ceiling and let your head come down and relax. Then tailbone out, hollow, looking forward, shoulders away from your ears, breathing in. Exhale. And into neutral. Okay, so in neutral, we're going to engage your tummy. So breath in, exhale, tummy lifts up towards your spine, so we're nice and stable. Extend one leg at a time. Extend and bring it back. Keep the tummy lifted. You've got your chest lifted, neck nice and long, alternating leg extension. Another one each side. And then hold it here. We're going to do closed chain swimming level 4, which means we keep our hands and toes on the floor. So we've got a really nice neutral position, we've got our tummy engaged, and we're going to lengthen opposite arm to leg, but keep touch of the floor, don't let go, and then come back. So slide and keep in contact with your mat, and then back. So your body should be perfectly still. It's just your opposite arm and leg sliding and back. It's more controlled this way, so you can concentrate on your posture, keeping the core engaged. Another one each side. And then hold it here and tuck your toes under. If you don't want to do the lifting of your knees, then you can keep your toes down and engage your core and hold. Or you're going to tuck under, have a breath in, and hover your knees just an inch off the floor. Hold for a breath in, and lowering down. Breathing in, exhale up, and lower. One more. And then down, relax your toes, threading the needle. Coming up with your arm and then rotate under, slide the arm through. You can turn the palm down and press if you wish. And bringing that arm back. Coming up, under and through. Hand on the floor, you can turn it down if you want. Feel the stretch as you press down gently. And back. Feel that lovely stretch. And just one more each side. Turn down, press. Good, and then back. Rolling up. So you're gonna tuck your toes under, walk your hands back, onto the feet, rolling up. And back into standing. Nice and tall. Tummy in, shoulders down. You can give your shoulders a roll up and back. And then we're going to keep those shoulders down, bend the elbows, stretch your fingers, and then exhale, open. Inhale back. Exhale, open. Inhale back, so this is your dumb waiter. Keeping the elbows still, keeping the shoulders still, just letting the arms rotate. Good, nice and tall. Tummy in. And a couple more. And then arms down, give your shoulders blades a shake. And you're good to go. Thanks very much. Have a great week.